Part 1. What is the moral value of this story? Greed will not produce good results. In the end, after what the greedy man did, he didn't get what he was hiding and ended up in pain because he couldn't have the gold he had dropped. Number second, retell this story. The story tells about the greed of a man who has got a gold piece from the end of the rainbow. He was filled with greed, so he did not want to share his wealth with anyone. He also left in a hurry to leave his house away from people so that no one would know about the gold he had. But he didn't realize that there was a hole in the wrapping of the gold pieces he was carrying, so that one by one the gold he was carrying fell on the grass and was gone. After realizing that the gold he was carrying was gone, he came back to look for it, but he couldn't find it because the good little fairy had turned the gold piece into something that would bring joy to the rich and the poor. Instead, there were bright yellow flowers, golden buttercup for the children. Part 2. Describe the main character. The main character in the Glory's story is Laura, a kind little girl. He dreams of the glory flowers, and his house come alive and can talk and give pleasure. Number second, tell the condition of the main character. The condition of the main character in the glory story. Laura is feeling tired and bored, so she falls asleep and dreams that there are many fun things around her. Part 2. Number 3. Retell about this story. A 9 years old little girl who always cares for the fat baby Donald feels exhausted, and at nap time they finally fall asleep. Laura curled up in the hammock swing when suddenly he heard a faint voice say, "What a strange child! Here he is expecting some new toys and never pays any attention to us." Laura sat up, rubbed her eyes, and looking around in surprise. Is someone really talking, or is it just sleeping and dreaming it all? There seemed to be hundreds, blue, white, pink, and purple. And how awake they are! It must be Glory speaking, said Laura. But I don't know Glory can speak. Can you? Dear Glory, the flowers nodded, as if they understood what they was saying. Just then, baby Donald, who had just woken up from his nap, came limping through the open door and stretched out his chubby little hand to Glory's. "Babies want trams," she screamed. Laura burst out laughing as she said, "Whoa, they do look like trams and also like umbrellas." Baby Donald and Laura had a great time playing, and Laura wished she had paid more attention to that Glory earlier. Gradually, when the day was over and Laura sat again in the hammock watching the sleeping Glories, she said, "I wonder if The glory can speak this morning, and one sleepy little bud looks as if it now whether to choose. But Mamma put her arm around the little girl and said, I thought it was a dream, honey, and the story ends.